Today I will actually attempt to do a Dewalt Flex battery repair. Doing this on a rather odd version. It's a black version, but it's an older one, so it has cables instead of flex cables. And as you can see, I already fixed it. Now the fuse is broken on all the terminals. It's broken here, here, and also on the other side here. This one is not completely broken, neither is this, but they have very poor conductivity. But this one was completely broken, so it wouldn't charge more than 16.3 volts, and now it's actually charging. But you can't really put the case back together with these, and these are not the optimal solution. So I thought to do something that looks a little bit more like Dewalt. Now the brilliant engineers at Dewalt have figured out that this would be the optimal solution for a fuse on their battery. So I will try to reproduce that. It's about 4 millimeters in width, and the thickness of these nickel strips are about 0.3. Now my nickel, this is only 0.15, but it is 7 millimeters wide. Preferably it would have been 8 millimeters, but I don't think we have that in stock right now. So what I will do is try and fold this, and I will try and reproduce what they have done. Now I have something in theory most likely match what the engineers at Dewalt has figured out. So I will desolder these connections and try to put my own up here. Temporary, just to check that it would charge fully. This is a bit long, but yeah, when I bend it, the nickel piece bends underneath, around here. Now my solution is a little bit less oomph than the Dewalt. As you notice, it's the same thickness when folded over, but it's not as wide. It's 3.5 millimeters wide instead of 4, so that's undercutting it a little bit. But since I'm doing this on an old battery, a worn battery, I feel like the components are a bit worn, so it won't give out as much power. The cells are maybe a little bit tired, so I don't think we need that full power. Do a trial run with this and see if the fuses hold. Almost perfect. And we do want them as flat as possible, since we know the case is extremely tight, which is why wires simply won't work. The nickel is very damaged on the top side, but it looks fine here. Looks like a good connection, and that is actually a good connection, so make sure that it actually acts as a fuse, so it doesn't have more amperage capabilities. I will cut off old fuse part and make sure they are not touching, since I can't tell how damaged they are. Apply some solder. Check to see that it holds. Yeah, it's strong. And then we have the last side, and we do want to remove the old fuse, but it's another polarity underneath, so I have to be very careful not to hurt the mica plate. I don't know why they put the fuse on one side, but I will put it in the middle. There we have a good connection. I think we might have a bit too much solder here, so I will remove some of it. So I think that actually turned out pretty okay, very close to the original. It doesn't look good, but it should do the same job as the original fuses did, so you can use it with sort of a short circuit protection. So let me know what you guys think, or if you've tried this, or if you used another method, or if there are other fuses that you can reuse, like cutting out the middle part of a 30 amp car fuse or something like that. But I think this will be very much in line with how it worked before. And I will also show you that it works on the charger now. But it is charging. We have a Dewalt drill, but nothing more powerful, so we can't test it ourselves, but we will check with one of our customers if they want to try our solution. That's how we change the fuse on the Dewalt Flex batteries, at least right now.